Hello everyone, welcome back to a slightly different type of video. Originally I wasn't going to film anything, however I decided to chuck on the GoPro to an old chest mount that I found and go through a small overview of the Auto Perfection products that we currently have. Thought we'd make a nice change, so let's get into it. So first of all, you can see that the car's pretty dirty. It's had a couple of contactless spray downs over the winter period, but not as much of the love I'd normally want to give to it. To start off, I give the car a nice spray down with some radical pre-wash. Again, I want to apologise for the fact you may be staring at the ground for a little bit of this video. Next time I'll try a lot harder. After this, I attack the tyres with some Cleanse, which is a great APC. After this, I applied a liberal amount of Ultimate Wheel Cleaner. I broke the bottle, so I had to transfer it into another one. And mixed this with a clean and warm soapy bucket of shampoo, using all of the brushes that you may need to use to get right the way into the barrel, right the way along the face of the vehicle. A lot of the time I use a little old rag as well, or a spare microfiber wash mitt. Allows you to really get in and get over the car. With that out of the way, it is now time to spray down the car and rinse off everything. What's really nice about the Radical Pre-Wash is if you leave it on there, you can really see it start to eat into that dirt that's there. Just don't leave it on if it's direct sunlight or if you're doing it on a hot day. After this, you grab your lovely snow foam and you have a lot of fun. Give it a nice liberal coating over the whole vehicle, giving it all soapy. That will start to help break down any of that extra dirt. Make sure you do go inside the wheels as well, inside your wheelbase and everything along the lines of that. Arguably, snow foam in your car is probably one of the funnest things to do, but also it's probably the most satisfying when you sit there and just watch it drip off. So I'm going to shut up and just give you a little bit of B-roll to let you see that. The snow foam we're using is the Ultimate Snow Foam from Auto Perfection. After you've given it a bit of time to soak and dwell, it's time to spray everything off. So going over the car itself, it is a 2017 Seat Ibiza 6F. I've done a few things to it. You can see it's got the front splitter on, wind deflectors, painted calipers. It's lowered by 35mm on Riga springs. It's got the Riga diffuser, sorry, the H&R springs, and it's got the Riga diffuser. A couple of tints and different bits of plastic dipping and wrapping just to give make the car stand out a little bit more. You can see we give it another layer of snow. This time it's a bit looser because this is the one we're going to agitate into all of these nooks and crannies. So grabbing yourself a soft bristle brush, go along all of the little nooks and crannies, give it a nice wipe down, getting into those little areas you don't normally get into or sometimes you forget about. After that, it's back to spraying it down again. If you do have any other questions or do want to see some more on this car, please drop it in the comments. We want to see what you want to see and what sort of videos you want to actually watch, because that's what we're here to do, you know, support and help where you guys can get information and see on this car, because there's not a huge amount of them on YouTube. After that, what we're going to do is grab our Cherry Divine bucket in our 2-bucket method and just give it a nice soak and covering. After that, spray down the car. Again, it's very repetitive, but it's all about making as much lubrication between you and the car as possible. One thing I did forget to mention earlier is about grabbing some super bead, so I add that into this video here. So grab some super bead, spray it on your wheels. What this does is it creates a little hydrophobic layer over the top. Again, continue to spray down the car. After that, making sure you spray everything off the wheels. What I found is the super bead gives a really nice shine over them, makes the alloys look really, really good and stand out. So before the car went away for winter, I had a full cut and then I applied some Pro Seal over the top of that, doing your normal stuff where you use a clay bar and everything to get it as smooth as possible. So you do have some still really good water repellentness from this, topping it up with super bead over the winter when I've been doing the contactless washes. They kind of just help to give that shine continue right the way through winter, but not to the same level as it's going to be after this. After that, grab your Clarity Quick Detailer. I use the Quick Detailer as a drying agent, but also adds a slight layer of protection. Grab your normal, lovely, big, fluffy drying cloths and dry it down with the least amount of irritation to the paintwork as possible. The reason for that is this is the most dangerous part of cleaning the car, because you can introduce scratches and swirls onto the paintwork. After that, I do something I don't normally often do, is add a layer of polish. So we got some Trio polish and I apply it down using one of the application microfiber cloths. Normally you can use a sponge or anything, but unfortunately I ran out of them, so microfiber cloth it is. So the trio polish is an all-in-one, so it has polish and wax all in one go. Give the bottle a nice shake up and apply it how you'd normally apply any sort of polish, spreading it across the area you're going to apply to, doing it in small areas, working in nice small circles, and then you leave it to haze over as you would with any wax. It's a bit like the triple that Auto Finesse do, but I find this is a bit better, and this smells like butter, which is really, really nice. So you'd continue to work around the whole car, one panel at a time, building it up, putting a nice layer of polish on. This also helps to remove any of the tiny little swirls that you might have created during your drying phase. After that, grab yourself a buffing cloth. So the Auto Perfection buffing cloth are probably some of the nicest ones that I've ever used. They're edgeless, there's no chance of actually catching it on the side, and then you just buff it off. It's pretty self-explanatory, you could probably guess what was going to be next. So yeah, buff the car off, giving it a beautiful high intensity circles, and you can see the shine that it starts to create already. So after you've managed to buff off the whole car, we then grabbed some, I did this off camera, but I grabbed some Pro Clear, which is the glass cleaner, and some Distinctive, which is the tyre dressing. Hopefully you can see the difference in the car, and if you love to see photos of it, check us out on Instagram, because that's where you'll see it. And if I do say so myself, I think the car looks stunning. If you did like this video and want to check out the Auto Perfection products, head down to the link in the description, get yourself 20% off. You can't beat it, it's there, you might as well. So thank you all for watching, please like and comment down below, and then subscribe, and that will be great. See you in the next one.